Hi Gemini, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do your February 1st through the 15th, 2018 general reading. So today we are focusing on what you are leaving behind, what you should be focusing on, and what you are moving towards if you follow Spirit's guidance today. I do want to take a moment to thank everyone for their support and their likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, purchasing your January readings for $33.33 for any 30-minute reading. Y'all rock. So yeah, and I feel like a lot of big things are coming for Gemini. You just got to get out of your own way. Hi, how are you? So yeah, and we're also focusing on what energy Spirit wants you to be most focused on at this time. Now, you have the power to make anything happen for yourself at this time. You have your wish is granted, okay? What you've asked for is coming true. All you have to do is walk away from the toxic situations. Some of you may be going through a rest period with the winter card, feeling like you're kind of either possibly leaving someone out in the cold, or you may feel like you were left out. But you have the power to walk away from any negative situation, and you have the power to make anything happen for yourself at this time. So what you are leaving behind, you do have the Daughter card reversed. So some of you might be leaving behind your divine masculine, okay? Putting that aside, getting in touch with your feelings, because there is a situation that you are dealing with which is going to call for you to stand up for yourself. You are going to have this passion because you're not fully giving into the full energy and taking that leap of faith. And it's probably because you had someone I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the comments as we're going, but yes, you're letting go of something that, with the Emperor card, this could be someone who is very controlling, who likes to have all their shit together or seem like it, but there's probably a third party situation. There is someone else involved. If this is a relationship that we're looking at, it could be either a third party situation where someone else was involved, or it could be using a means to control through other people, if that makes any sense. And it could also be someone overindulging. The Three of Cups can also lead to like alcoholism and, drugs, that kind of thing, over partying. And someone was using this as a control tactic. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. But the good thing is, what you need to be focused on is expressing your individuality, okay? This is a time to really figure out, you're definitely going to want to cut back on that, because if you're overindulging, you're dulling your senses. This is a time to really go into because you're letting go of the divine masculine. So you need to get more in touch with your emotional side and allow yourself to feel those feelings and acknowledge them, but move on. Like, it's okay to feel fearful and regret and all this kind of stuff, but you don't want to hold on to it too long. You do want to deal with it, but you want to focus on the positive things and the lessons that come from it. Yeah, writing it down is a huge way of releasing. And this could be coming into your individuality too. This could be finding an outlet. This could be learning to really start to feel good again within yourself. What makes you happy? What drives Gemini, right? And the reason why you're doing this is because you have the wheel in justice. The scales are getting balanced out, and whatever happened, whatever the situation was, it will balance out, okay? Karma is going to do its job, trust me. Having the justice and the wheel next together, like, that is some major karma, okay? And this is the time to take back that power and to say, you know, I'm focusing on my journey, on my path, because it is the time to express myself. And you might have to go through a period of rest with the Four of Swords, because the insight is going to come from meditation. You need the time to truly detox. And if you're overindulging, you're not taking that time to really go within. You're numbing. So, and it's because you want to drop this Ten of Staffs energy. This is feeling overburdened. This is dropping the heavy load. And this is what you need to be focusing on. You will be able to do that when you go through your meditation process and really figure out what is going on within, so you can learn to express yourself in a healthy way. And then with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, you might decide to just stop putting effort in to this Ten of, and that might be what it is, dropping the burden and not putting the effort and not giving the other situation power. When you're focusing on what went wrong, whether, you know, whatever it may be, you're giving that situation power. You need to be focusing within. And this is what, yeah, you got to cut the cord. You got to cut the cord. It's time to stop putting in the effort there and start focusing on yourself, because you have the Empress and the Star. This is a beautiful, and this is having faith. This is purely faith. Knowing, like, the Empress, sometimes I'm almost picking up the Magician energy too, being able to manifest out of thin air. It's a new beginning. It's moving forward. It's creating a life for yourself that's going to bring inspiration and hope. And that is what you need to be focused on at this time. Not what didn't work out, but where are you going in the future? This is your journey, okay? And it's actually funny because before I shuffled, I was asking Spirit what... yeah, it's all a big transition, honey. Trust me. We're all going through it, and it's okay. It's all right, as long as you're moving. But what I was saying was, when I was meditating before I did this, and I asked Spirit for a message for Gemini, and they at first I saw the lion, and I was like, oh, maybe they're dealing with a Leo, but at first it was more of that courage. But the deeper I got into the meditation, and I specifically asked, what does Gemini need to know at this time? And I saw this bald eagle flying through the sky, and he said, your wings will carry you, Gemini. Don't worry. You need to detach from the situation so you can see at a higher perspective. Everything is a lesson, but your wings will carry you. You have to see the bigger picture and have faith. Have faith that your wings will carry you. And I thought that was a really big message for Gemini, because I know for a lot of you, it's having the faith in yourself to actually stick to a certain plan. y'all can be kind of all over the place and really find a way to distract yourself. This is a time to really take into consideration what the big picture is, detaching from the old situation to see the bigger picture, to see above everything else, see down the road and what it would have led to if you stayed. There is a reason why you're moving forward and you're moving away from this. It is absolutely karmic, and do not worry. Yeah, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Everything that is happening to you now is moving you into a better, more insightful place. But you have to find out who you are. And this is why the express your individuality is coming out. And that is why you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas under this. This has to happen, Gemini. Now, moving forward, and if you decide to listen to Spirit's guidance today, what they're telling you you're moving forward towards is you have the birthday card and ask for what you want. So take this time to really figure out, work on your positive affirmations, work on your manifesting skills, and exactly, Spirit does not mess up like that. Trust me, it is all meant to be. But working on your manifesting skills and really figuring out what it is that you want from the universe to be able to supply for you. If it's courage, if it's clear direction, if it's how to open up to more positive and respectful relationships, not only from other people, but within yourself. Put it out there into the universe and trust that it will come. By your birthday, you will see a major change, okay? And I think that's exactly what it's telling you. But you have to let the universe know what it is that you want. So, like, if you're journaling or you're doing whatever, make sure that you are being careful of what you write. It is okay to vent and put things on paper, but when you are putting words on paper, you are making a spell. So if you're constantly focused on the negative aspect and not what you want to look forward to, not what you want to bring into your life, what are the positive aspects that I want to create for myself? When you put that on paper, it will come. I promise you. But you have to stay diligent. You have to keep working at it. It is not something that you can do once and just throw to the side. It is a lifestyle change. So please trust in the universe and trust in God that they are doing whatever is necessary to align you with your path and to reach your higher self. Because when you get to this point, you will have the decision, you will have to make the decision to release your burdens from the past. And it's everything that will hold you back. It is the time to clear the slate of anything that does not serve you, whether that be personal patterns, childhood trauma, toxic relationships, whether it be family, friends, relationship. If you see a constant pattern of things or situations, people in your life that you keep going through, there is a lesson within that, and you're only going to reach that through meditation and working on yourself to be able to express what Gemini really needs. And when you do that, you're getting the nine of staffs here, and that is putting in a lot of work to move forward and planting the seed and seeing it grow. Like this is the time of manifestation for you. And when you make that clear decision of releasing the negative to grab hold of the light, right, you're going to start building up that momentum, and you're going to get going and going and going. And trust me, it will manifest. You're like being at the 9. you still might be fighting it a little bit, but you have to make a clear decision of what you want to be focusing on and put all of your effort into that. And I think that's really funny that your energy cards today. So what energy spirit wants you most to be focused on at this time is, my vibes speak louder than my words. You can't lie with energy. Let me tell you, this is that moment, okay, you meet someone and you're like, I don't know about this person, or you meet someone and like, oh my God, I don't know why, but I feel like I've met you before, like me and you just click. Vibes don't lie. Energy doesn't lie. So if you're not vibrating at a higher frequency, and that was another thing that Eagle said for y'all, was when you start vibrating at a higher frequency, because you're down here focused on all the negative, right? So this is fear, guilt, anger, obligation, resentment, all that kind of stuff. That brings you into a low vibration, so you're not allowing the positive aspects to come into your life. When you come up to a higher vibration, you'll be able to see it from a different perspective for what it really is. Hi, Cynthia. But yeah, your vibes don't lie. So even if you are, okay, I'm really trying this and I'm doing this and I'm trying to be good. Well, thank you for joining us. But yeah, it's one of those things, you can't lie. You can't fake what you're putting out, and everything that you're putting out has a ripple effect. So just be very conscious of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and once you start realizing those moments where you start to get really in your head, or you're starting to remember the stuff from the past, just remember, it's okay to feel this. I completely acknowledge it, but I choose love. I choose to move away from this energy, and I am choosing love for my higher purpose. And I promise you, your direction will change. And obstacles are just detours in the right direction. Like, seriously, y'all. Take the lesson for what it's worth and understand you have to figure out what the lesson is within that situation, so you can learn to move across the obstacle that will realign you with your path. You have to face it in order to not make the same mistakes again. So before we wrap up, I just want you, I'm going to pull some cards from the Talking to Heaven by Dorian Virtue and James Van Prague. And this is a message from your spirit guides or angels, past loved ones. So I just want you to think about if you need a message from someone that you've been thinking about or that's been on your mind, just take a deep breath and ask them for a message. They're really popping out, y'all, but I want to focus. So just take a second to really ask for guidance, and let's see what comes out. Okay. My mind is free. And that could be a message to you too, is to release your mind, to release your mind of all the negative thoughts that have been going on. But yeah, okay, there's so much direction in your spread today, Gemini. Like, okay, you have nothing to feel guilty about, and I will always point you in the right direction. And I find this very interesting because I do feel a lot of guilt and remorse for whatever the past situation was. But I really feel this isn't necessarily coming from like what happened with your past loved one, but they're letting you know that you don't need to feel guilty about what has happened. You just need to know that they are guiding you in the right direction. And this keeps coming out. Direction, direction, direction. I mean, it's all connected. And they want you to clear your mind of all this negative clutter and move away from that so you can be able to express yourself on a genuine level. I really feel like that's what it is. And don't feel guilty about any mistakes that you've made in the past. Just know that you can make a conscious decision to do better and learn from your mistakes so you can move forward. Okay? So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are not friends with us on Facebook, you should be. We have a special going on in January. Any 30-minute reading is only $33.33. And that is only for January, so only a few more days. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you are new, welcome. We love everybody here, and we are on a journey just like you are. So please keep in tune with us. What else am I missing, y'all? Yeah, so the special, like, share, subscribe. And if you do not need a personal reading, but you feel like this was good enough for you today and you would like to donate, and I mean, seriously, anything matters, there's a donation link down in the description box. And if it weren't for y'all's support, we wouldn't be able to keep this channel going. So I wish you all the best, Gemini. Love and light, and I love you guys. See you later.